front, don't let it get soft. Covered in yo. Wonder why I got the whole world pissed off. That's just how I'm feeling. Dog, that's just how I'm feeling. When I touch down, I'ma burn it all to the...
From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with the Seattle Seahawks. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Hey, a confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Niners are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Play fake, Mayfield. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mayfield on 1st down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Mayfield now from the 50. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Mayfield with it once more. Eluding the pressure right. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Christian McCaffrey, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners have taken the early lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Give the sack to Kamoko Toure. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. Play fake, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back to return it, Christian McCaffrey. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1st down, Mayfield. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
First play of the drive, a 1st down run. That sets you up for whichever way you want to go. Do you come right back and run the football again because you've got them on their heels? Or do you play chess match with them, break tendency, and go play action and go for the big shot?
Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. It's so easy to focus on the speed and elusiveness of Kyler Murray, but as he shows right there, don't sleep on the arm strength.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh no! And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. On the move to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So, Charles, you talk about this head coach, and let's face it, this season certainly has not gone the way many had expected or at least hoped. And I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier this week.
Yeah, we certainly did, didn't we? Because, let's face it, he's heard the whispers, and they're growing louder that he shouldn't be around next year. He essentially stormed out of that meeting you just referenced with the reporters.
And got his man complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Henry Ruggs, 65 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Bear in mind they had 2 interceptions last week, but that was in 4 quarters. They've got 2 here in the first quarter alone.
And the unsung people in this streak, the pass rushers, because most of the time, they're the ones that affect things in the pocket for a quarterback, trying to throw the football, rushing them, getting them off their spot, harassing them, and that allows the defensive backs, the linebackers to swoop in and make the picks downfield.
They're swooping. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 21-7. Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in-the-hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
He's going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback when he delivers the ball.
He'll buy some time right, and that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. Now on fourth down, honors the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to add to that total. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They go play action. Mayfield. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. And 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Murray. Airing it out deep for Smith. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and 10.
Well, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11. And it was the visiting Niners who won that ball game. So they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Santa Clara.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Flush to his right. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Well, we heard all week that they were going to put the football in the air a lot. The problem is that is now 4 interceptions, Charles, that he has thrown in this first half. How do you treat a situation? What do you say to your quarterback right now?
Boy, that's an interesting question because a lot of it depends on the head coach and the people making the decisions. You have to know your quarterback and know if he's mentally...
It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10.
Murray's throw complete there to Smith.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And he will not be denied. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kyler Murray keeping it himself from 10 yards away. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
Gets around him, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw complete here to Waller.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, who also obviously played the tight end position.
Yeah, and helped revolutionize it when he was in San Diego. But how about what we're seeing right here? You're talking about...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 47. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. To throw is Murray. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Mark Andrews as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Mayfield. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
The coverage unit out there thinking pass on 3rd and 3.
Come get some. Come on, hurry. He don't want it. Mike 19, Mike 19. Let's go. Pistol. Mike 19, Mike 19. Watch switch. Mike 19, Mike 19.
Crunch time, defense.
Point it right. Check. Mike 19, Mike 19.
Now Mayfield. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This from 54 yards away. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going.
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jeff Smith,
his second touchdown of the night.
And the Seahawks come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Mike Hughes.
And the Seahawks are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Mayfield now looking to throw on first down.
And he will find his man Ruggs.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. A first down throw for Mayfield. Steps away to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Mayfield's throw there complete to Ruggs.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Darren Waller, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the 49ers are back within a score. Boswell for the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
I mean,
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair, because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play there out of the running game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the 49ers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's a... And oh, that is going to be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Oh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. After the turnover, here's Murray. They'll roll him out right. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Remember, these two teams met earlier in the year in Santa Clara with the Niners coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Niners are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 18. And the ball is knocked out. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Darren Waller with touchdown number 20 on the year. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the 3rd quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Christian McCaffrey on the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey spinning away. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
You know, following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as a tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 31-yard line.
That's the end of the
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Mayfield off the play fake.
He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. A give running left, it's McCaffrey. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
So don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. From the 27, Murray eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college. But I think with more of the melding of the college game with quarterbacks, we'll see this a little bit more often in the future.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the San Fran 20. It's a big play there for Seattle.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
An option handoff given to Harris.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Murray going to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
And the Seahawks are right back in this football game.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Murray off play action. Buying time to his left. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. The ball comes out, and now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
And this will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
And the Seahawks add a couple of extra DBs going with the dime look here.
Indeed, 6 on the field. Mayfield. Flush to his right. This will be caught at Samuel. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Yeah, boy, Charles, it is no doubt a passing league. We get that, but did you ever think we would see someone pass for 7,000 yards in a season? He just went over that threshold.
Brandon, 7,000 yards means you've had a monster game each and every game of the year. If you throw for 350, that would hurt your average. That means you've made every throw, very few drops by your receivers. You've moved the ball effectively every time out.
On the ground, McCaffrey.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he is going to lose yardage here. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And in this situation, a field goal doesn't help you a whole lot, but I think you've got to take it because I think you're a little too far back to go for it on 4th down. But we also know the offensive coordinator's in the head coach's ear trying to talk him into going for it right here.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over.
Again up in this entertaining for you. Come for my M's, you get this double. Straight to your bubble. In this game.